first time I came up here, it was a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and we got up here around 5 or 5:30, and the sun was setting, so it was great, but the temperature quickly dropped, and me and my dad had to set up camp like before it got dark, and I was like, it's okay, like I'm gonna get footage and everything tomorrow. And I woke up the next day in my tent and it is freezing, and my dad leaves me to go back to work, and like I am so cold. I can hear the wind like battering the tent. Me and my dog are like curled up in there, and I was like, I do not want to leave. Like I do not want to get out of this tent ever, nonetheless, like right now, to go hike and explore. So we laid there for a good little bit, and I contacted my boyfriend and my best friend that were supposed to come like hike and stuff with me, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. Like I'm just not feeling it today. It's supposed to rain tonight and I just don't want to deal with it. So me and my dog got up and we packed up camp, and we ended up going for a hike, and it was beautiful, but we were still expecting rain, so we decided to leave. The next time that I came back, there had been an ice storm, so I look at the mountains and just see white, but I'm thinking this could be really cool, especially since it's turning out to be a warm day. Because, you know, that's Arkansas, ice one day and a nice summer day the next. So we drive up the mountain and water starts splashing on my windshield, and I'm like, it's not raining, like it's a blue sky. So I look up and the ice is melting, and I was like, this is so cool. Like I get to enjoy 55-degree weather even though there's ice on the trees, so I get the beauty of the ice, but the nice warm temperatures. And it's literally like I was just driving through this tunnel of ice and watching winter turn into spring. And I was like, this is so cool. Like, this is gonna be the perfect day for this. So me and my dog, we ended up stopping at like the Petit Jean Valley Overlook, which is amazing. And then we continued on to the North Rim Trail, and that has like several different overlooks over the valley with mountains, several streams, and then you get down to Mount Magazine Falls, and it is really pretty. And because of all the previous like ice and rain, like it was flowing, and I turn around and my dog is swimming in the water, which is bad news for me because I know I've got to give him a bath later. But it was just beautiful. Just beautiful. It was the most perfect day to be out there. So the next time I came back, and I'm here now, my boyfriend met me up here, and the weather said thunderstorms, and I was like, oh gosh, like I'm not having the best luck with this. Like this is my last day to shoot. I really need this video, and I need him there with me to get some different shots, and thunderstorms is what we're expecting.
So drove in a little early this morning, on time. It was raining, lightning, thundering. Driving up Mount Magazine Scenic Byway. It was cloudy and foggy, and the rain was coming down. I thought it was going to be a pretty ugly day.
So we get there, well, he gets there about 10, I get there a little late, and it's a little cloudy but not raining. It never once rained on us, and we get out on the trail and the sun starts coming out, and you know, we take our time at each different spot at the overlooks and getting different videos and places, and it was just like, it was perfect. It ended up perfect all over again, and everything came together, and this just is an amazing place to explore.
After getting to the visitor center, and after about 20 minutes or so, it kind of cleared up. Made for a really nice day. The sun was kind of coming through the clouds. So we started the North Rim Trail. It's 2.7 miles down to the Cascading Falls, and then another 0.3 to a useless end of a trail. You should just stop at the waterfall. The Cascades were nice, but there's some little outcrops that you could stand out on and see a really good view. Just taking a moment to sit there and soak it all in was probably the nicest part of the day.
I think my favorite part was definitely the North Rim Trail. I hiked several trails over the course of being here. We did Bear Hollow Trail, we did the Signal Hill Trail, which goes up to the high point of Arkansas, and that's pretty cool knowing that you're up higher than anyone else in Arkansas at that moment. And got to sign the little registry, so that was cool. But the North Rim Trail just offers so much. Like, there's still creeks along the way, and then you get to the falls, but several different overlooks, just overlooking mountains, get a different view each time, and I feel like that trail just offered the most of everything here. So if you're coming, like, I would definitely suggest hitting that trail above anything else.
Falls the north ridge of the Mount Magazine, so you have good views almost the entire way, and there's little points here and there you can actually look out, but you get down to the not really bad elevation gain or anything like that. You get down to the cascading falls and really nice little water features, and you get across a few streams along the way, and there's some big kind of rock formations as well that you can kind of explore while you're there, but
And hide in.
But just a great, easy little trail that you can spend a few hours on and have a lot of nice views.
So I chose to come to Mount Magazine because this is somewhere I had never been. I'd heard good things about it. And I just wanted to go somewhere completely new. With the other episodes, I went somewhere really close to where I live now, and somewhere that is home for me and has been home for me for forever. So I'd explored both of those places a little bit, but Mount Magazine was an all new challenge. It was coming to somewhere that I've never been, having to scout it out and see what all there was to offer, and then picking, okay, what should I show? And it was just cool because it's not like I was just going somewhere and kind of documenting what I've seen before in a new light and trying to explore more, but it was completely new for me to see and to document. So that was really fun, like learning about it as I'm trying to show it off to other people.
I would recommend someone coming here is, I feel like it's very accessible. It's a beautiful drive-in, and the trails are really well maintained, and you get something on most of them. It's not just a trail through the woods, but a trail through the woods to an overlook or a good view or a waterfall or something like that.
Mount Magazine is just truly a treasure. From the moment I entered the park, I could tell that it was going to be a beautiful, just amazing trip. Going up to the high point, being higher than anyone in Arkansas, is something not too many people can say they've done, but getting up there and just knowing you're so high above everything, and getting to really look down on the world and just admire it for all there is really cool. And just walking down those trails and getting in your thoughts and just thinking and really enjoying who you're with, whether you're alone or you take some of your closest people in your life to just enjoy that time together, and enjoy everything that the park has to offer. By the end of the day, there's so much, that you're going to have a good time, but that it can also exhaust you. I like hiking because it gets you away from the noise and the hustle and bustle of the city, and you're out there, and sometimes you may see other hikers, but essentially you're alone. You can take your time doing what you want. There's no deadlines to get anywhere. You're just doing what you want to do at your own pace, taking in the beauty of the nature around you, and it's just kind of serene, and you're back where you're supposed to be, I guess, because I love this quote that says, nature is not a place to visit, it is home. And that's true. Like, I don't think we should just go visit it every now and then. We should try to be out there as much as possible, soaking it up.
Well, the biggest thing about hiking for me is just the peace and serenity of nature, and just kind of being in just a part of it and kind of away from everything else, away from the noise and the clatter. I mean, for me personally, just seeing something new, doing something different. I mean, the idea of a trail, like, you know, it was 2.7 miles. Just knowing, hey, that's how far I got to go to see something cool. It's kind of like a little bitty mission to go on, and you get to see neat, beautiful things along the way.
On a beautiful day, I love being outside because when the temperature is right and the sun is up in the sky, like, there is no better place to be. Like, and you're never gonna see the same day twice. Like, if you're in an indoor setting, that's the same. Like, it's the same thing every time, but you're never gonna get the same day, the same conditions, same light, same temperature. That's really cool.
I know.
You're never gonna get that again, and so it's really like awesome to go and see different sights and be outside and take in that view on that day with that lighting, that temperature. That's never gonna happen again to anyone. It's uniquely your own. So get outside and enjoy those moments.
I would say, I mean, I just, you know, I feel like everyone, it's kind of just in our nature, kind of the simplicity of it, and that's kind of where we came from. To be able to go back to it, and it just feels refreshing, feels clean, and calming. You know, there's not the constant buzz from a car or some kind of man-made machine. It's nice to look out and not see, you know, see areas where man hasn't touched. You know, it's kind of hard to do that nowadays. You get in a plane and you fly over, and you can almost see where man has touched everywhere. But when you're down on a smaller level, you can see some of the valleys and things like that, some mountains. Just feel like you're away from it all.
I think people should go explore because there's so much to see. This world is huge, and there's so many different places, different cities, different landmarks, and each one of those has something special to offer. So whenever you have time to go 10 hours, do it. Whenever you only have time to go like 10 minutes down the road,
do that, because there's so much to see, and you could travel your whole life and still not see everything. So you might as well go and see what you can.
Just for self-reflecting, I think. I mean, it's a kind of a vacation for the mind. It's a mental vacation, at least, you know. But just to enjoy this beautiful earth that we have, and to see what all it has to offer for everyone, and to not take it for granted.